Hi, I'm Taisha Brown, and this is my video link to submit for the Boss Babes ATX. So the initial question, what makes you a bad A? I'm working on my profanity, y'all. And why should you guys invest in me? Well, I've been through a lot, and this is the year that I purpose to start an LLC that deals with physical, emotional, mental health. Because when I started my Zumba business, when I started doing Zumba, I was in a very low place. I had just had a stillborn child. Found out that I had some monsters in me called fibroid tumors, as well as that I had something called endometriosis, which had been affecting me getting pregnant, and I'm overcomer. My first pregnancy carried him till 8 months, and the Monday before my baby shower, I lost him. I was on bed rest from 4 months out. I couldn't work. I had a fibroid tumor in the front of my uterus, a fibroid tumor near my rectum. They were the size of 20-week pregnancies, so it felt and looked like I was carrying triplets. I was homebound. I could not drive. I could not bathe myself. I could not do a lot of things. I needed around-the-clock care. My husband was a truck driver. We had just bought a new house, had just built a new house, and here I am, unable to take care of myself, unable to work. And this was in 2012 when I lost my son. Took a leave of absence after I lost him, didn't go back to work for months. So it was a really trying time. And I crawled my way out of it. And haven't been able to have a child since. And shockingly, after being told by various doctors that IVF would be my only option, I got pregnant this past March. After 7 years, I got pregnant. And we were so excited. My husband and I were so excited. And I miscarried. I lost the baby. And even with that, I was grateful that, wow, something happened that I was told couldn't happen. So it was a trying time, a test of my faith on lots of different levels. And now that I'm starting these rounds of going back to the doctor, getting ready to get cut again for fibroid surgery, endometriosis surgery, things of that nature, I'm finding a different kind of strength that's helping me get through it. And part of that is sharing my journey and seeing how I can help other women who, are unaware, and how I can help other women who are aware going through the same thing. So that's what makes me a bad bee. 3 reasons why Texas needs your business and should support it. Well, I feel like infertility, and I'm renaming that to delayed fertility for me. Delayed fertility is something that is still not really talked about. Or you find these little hidden groups. When I was trying to find a support group, other than driving all the way far across town to one little place, it just wasn't a lot out there for me. And fitness helped me kind of come out of a depression, but even still now, it's just one of those things where it's really not talked about. And because of that, when you experience something like that, you're shocked. I shared on a Facebook video earlier, we didn't have a discussion of, delayed fertility in my family because everyone was having babies. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Doctors didn't know. I didn't have a history of fibroid tumors. So when I would say something was wrong with me, the doctor would be like, well, no, your pap smears all look great, other than, extremely heavy cycles, which was a clear red flag now that I know. But other than that, they were like, you're just young, healthy, you know, woman. So no, nothing's wrong with you. So it's needed. One, it's needed because there are many women, especially women of color, who are still out here unaware of the things and the threats against their body. Two, it's needed because I needed an outlet. I needed someone who was out there trying to live her best life every day to share with me their story of infertility. I had no one to talk to. All of my friends have kids. All of my friends have kids. And three, because of the social aspect. Like I mentioned, all my friends have kids. Once everybody gets married, they start a family. Or my single friends, they're single and they're living their best single life. And so I just feel like my husband and I, we're in this kind of weird situation where, I don't have that group that I can go and hang out with and be like, hey girl, another day without a baby, or on my way to another doctor's appointment to clear up this endo. Let's go have drinks and talk about it. So I want to provide that space where, women are able to come and share and feel like they have a place that, someone can understand them. I will consult them. I will inform them. I will help them through this process, this daily fight, because I'm still in the trenches waiting on my rainbow baby. And how can you find health and healing while experiencing these these physical and health hardships, and finding that balance through fitness and mental health, fitness and emotional health, fitness and social health. All of those things tie in together, because honestly, when you're deep down and depressed, it's hard to get to a gym. It's hard to eat right. Your mind is just not. And I picked on some pounds in the last few weeks post miscarriage. I believe I've answered who does my business help. Those women like me. Those women, and that's not only women of color. We're talking about everyday women out here trying to start a family or just be happy. Be happy within their own skin while also experiencing, delayed fertility. These are the women who I want to help, because these are the women who I want to talk to. These are the women who can help me. So that's my goal. What specific area of marketing will the grant support? Getting information out there. Costs money to have flyers. Helping me build a website. Things like that I just really feel like I need help with. And building a home office. Like, I have a little office, but it's not really what I would like. So, and I'm planning on starting the LLC, and that's going to cost a few $100s. So any help is needed to get this thing going. I'm starting to record my journey through having these surgeries to remove these fibroids and endometriosis. Again, I'm starting to record those things I would love to be able to get out there and on a broader scale. So I need help with that. And I believe that Curly Executives Coaching would help me and guide me through the process of starting a business, and guide me through the process of sustaining a business and marketing that business and taking advantage of opportunities. Thanks to Melissa, who shared this grant with me and encouraged me to apply, because it definitely was, I believe, really just a sign from God. Because before I went into the Pon de Beat class here with Jason in Houston, Texas, I was talking to my friend, I came with a friend who also has a business, a fitness business called All Things Work Out. And she's encouraged me a lot to go ahead on and get started and share my story and start my business. I have the desire to help, but just how, and being a full-time middle school English teacher, just did not have the energy to really go at it. And I told her, I said, I'm going to do it, Tiff. I'm going to do it by June. And she was like, really, really? And before that class started, I was like, I'm going to do it by June. I'm getting some stuff started by this month. By the end of this week, it's going to be something. It's going to be official. I was just talking to her, and to start talking to Melissa about all of her adventures, and for her to tell me about this grant, I was like, okay, well, all I can do is apply. I mean, all I can do is apply. So that was why I decided, didn't know anything about it. So I was like, God, you really speaking to me, because I'm gonna apply. And here I am. So I really hope that you guys take me into consideration, and I appreciate all your help. I appreciate your time. Thank you.